Yo, what's up?
Is this the homies, the badasses in the Mandala Effect?
No, wrong number.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
We'll talk to y'all later. I told you it wasn't Domino's. Damn it.
No, you're speaking.
So, what is up? We are talking the Mandela Effect here to the billions and billions of listeners around the world. It has been 149 interviews, almost 170 shows since we last talked to these bad boys when they released their single Vortex. And I saw them at Rivera Fest absolutely destroy it with Tyler Hawks on the bass, filling in. It was a badass show. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We love having you.
I love having you guys too, man. So for listeners out there that don't know the band too well, why don't you guys go around and introduce yourselves, tell them your name and the position and instrument you rock out on.
All right, yeah, we'll let you go ahead.
So my partner sitting next to me is Josh, an amazing guitarist. This guy absolutely kills it. Freaking love it. Josh Lehman. He's absolutely amazing. Wonderful to be able to play with this guy. He's got the highest energy of anybody I've got to play with on stage. And he just vibes it. It's amazing. Josh, you want to hit the other guy?
Well, what about you? Are you going to introduce you?
I'm Matt Johnson. I'm the drummer. I just love this. I love this group so freaking much. It's insane.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
The chemistry that we all have together is the greatest I've ever got to experience. And we just love making music for our community.
And our guitarist Garrett, who's not with us right now, he's actually deployed in the National Guard. He's at a hospital right now, doing whatever the National Guard's doing at the hospital.
Sending love to him. Thank you for your service, brother.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Thanks, brother.
Let's see, and then Jeremy, our vocalist, he's working right now. He couldn't make it, so we promised we'd give a shout out to him. So.
Big love.
So we're only talking Matt and Josh tonight?
Yeah. What's that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we're only talking to Matt and Josh tonight?
Correct. Yep, just us two.
That extreme duo. Yeah, dude. You guys are a pretty savage combo, dude. One thing that stuck out to me, the thing is that I don't have to kiss your butt, but I'm going to do it because I generally like your guys' music. And I don't have to lie about that either. Well, the thing is that, like, you guys have great structure in your songs, dude. And I always say that those are the hardest songs to play live, you know? Are the songs, like, you write, but you take risks, but you're also getting the biggest rewards.
I like riffs, man. Like, I'm more of a riff guy. I dig that riffage so much.
We'll work for riffs. Yeah, we'll work for riffs.
Yes.
So guys, tell me about last time we talked about the band. We got to talk to everybody a little bit, but I want to jump in just to what's going on right now. And you guys playing like your first couple shows. Tell me that experience, because the thing is, you know, coming out with a new sound, coming out just like a whole different band. You know, like I feel like a lot of the chemistry it's learned on stage.
It's new. It's totally new than what I've experienced before also. Because it's years down the road, new scene at that too. You know, new scene, and I got a whole new band. Totally different vibes. It's really weird. It's awesome though.
What do you think is what you guys learned about each other your first couple shows? Because I even tell my band, you know, is that like it's the chemistry on stage that really builds us. Because like it's almost like those memes how like you never make a mistake in practice or you know you do great at practice, but once you get on that stage, you know you can't really look at each other for cues or it looks weird. Or,
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, what's that part? So tell me some of the lessons you guys learned as a band, playing your first couple shows, and some of the awesome things you learned about each other.
Well, I still look to my drummer for cues, so I ain't perfect, but
none of us are. We do have that. It was like that instant chemistry. Like, this group of guys, I've never been able to play such fire live music together every time we do get together. It's just, everybody's listening, everybody's on it, and everything's reciprocated. It's just that attention, and everybody's on the same wavelength, and it's the greatest people I've gotten to play with.
Yeah, we all got the same goal, in mind, too.
Yeah.
So,
it's just practice.
Yeah, no, the first couple shows were, I was a little nervous, actually, because it had been a while since I'd played and been in the scene. Yeah, it was really weird, man, but I'm starting to get more of getting the jitterbugs out of there a little bit.
Yep.
No, I 150% agree, dude. Honestly, in my band, it wasn't until our third show until we meshed, And
right, yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm at, like, yeah.
and I feel you, dude. It was, I remember, I don't know if you got the same feeling, but, like, I remember I was, like, sweating the first time back, because not only, like, the Mandala Effect and the Insanity Grain, or any band in general, is that, we've been closed up for so long.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And honestly, it's almost like before we play and get past our music anxiety, we have to get past our social anxiety.
Mm-hmm. No doubt, dude.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so you're going out there, you're like, do I hug this guy? Do I not hug this guy? This guy's coming in for a hug. Do I do this? Do I do that? And
I totally know what you mean. I kind of know this guy, so I'm like, it's fun, but does he even care who I am? Like,
yeah, no, it's interesting, dude. Tell me a little bit of what was going through your guys' mind the first time you played your shows. What was that like? That little huddle, that 300 huddle that you guys had. I was quoting the movie, but that huddle you guys had. What you guys tell each other before you stepped on stage?
Well, we do a ceremonial shot, and then we say a word for our brother Ivan, who passed, and then we honor the show for him. I think he's
sending love to Ivan Gray, man. He's a great guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And just a quick note. I love how you guys you guys talk about mental health and everything, and it's definitely super important. I appreciate you guys for speaking out, because it's a hard world there right now.
Yeah, dude, no doubt. It really is.
But I'm happy that music's coming out, because I always feel like it caused a lot of new things for a lot of new people, this whole pandemic.
It really, yeah, no.
There was a lot of feelings that people didn't have until they had time to sit at home, and I always say, like, one of the things we need to get back to is that, like, human, like, touch, like the complimenting, the love, and it's just like
exactly.
And
I kind of got in a little cave myself for that whole year, and I'm still trying to get out of the social awkwardness after being hidden away for so long.
You know what I had to get over with the whole pandemic thing is compulsive buying off of Amazon, eBay, and Bandcamp.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that.
Before the pandemic, I maybe ordered one or two things off of Amazon. During the pandemic, like 40 things.
Right? Dude, yeah, no, it is bad. It is bad. I feel that. I went through the little streak.
I feel you're right, Omar. We all need to get back to that, like getting back to people again. That sending that positive energy out and getting the metal community back together. I love what you're doing with it.
Yeah, honestly, Omar. Shout out to you.
Hey, shout out to you guys, man. Hey, a lot of people don't know, but the very first show I played with Insanity's Reign, Josh was one of the promoters.
Yeah.
So in all reality, like I always said, when I write a book, literally Josh is going to be on the first page, because I'm going to be like Josh is one of the first people that gave me a shot.
Dude, that's awesome. Like, I'm glad I can help you, and it's so cool, dude. What a trip.
So, dude, now, we had so much time to just chill as musicians and band members, but now there's like that whole pressure of shows back. Are you guys like in a rush to play shows, or are you guys looking to release and work on some new music?
So our plan is to do these last few little shows that we got going, and then we're going to start recording our EP, and then we'll probably start booking shows again.
We probably want it done in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's a very doable goal because we've been working hard on these new songs that we're about to get going, and I'm
recording
really
ready.
happy with what we're working on, and it's grown so much.
Well, hey, let me ask you guys a question. So when you guys, I always think of like the first album or first set of songs. There are a lot of trial songs.
Yeah.
There are a lot of getting yourself back into musician shape. There are a lot of finding out what you inspired. It's kind of like what you said, Josh, earlier. It's or Josh Lehman. It's a completely different scene now. And just honestly, not only that, but we grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
People grow up. And a lot of people always give bands crap for writing new music when they grow up. But the thing is that the older we get, the struggles and the inspirations change because we're just different individuals. So
no, it's true. No.
So, really well said, Omar.
Yeah. I've noticed that growing into the scene too. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that you guys are going to go in and when you guys go in and write more of your new music now that you've played a couple shows and felt out like the vibe, are you guys kind of set yourself towards a certain direction? Or is it like everything's on the table as far as writing?
Pretty much everything's on the table as far as writing. Yeah, no, we're pretty open-minded. Whatever sounds cool as far as whatever we create, we're just like flow with it.
And we all communicate really well with it. When somebody wants a little shift in something, then it's like it just clicks and it's heard, and we move with it.
Yeah. And we adapt to each other.
Explore that, and it's,
For sure, man. It's always crazy having, like, new members, because, like, I don't know. With new members, it's always hard to, like, critique at first, You're always just like, man, I wonder if it's okay for me to ask them to change that part. Or I wonder if it's okay if they didn't play this here, I remember, when you write songs and, like, there's always that, like, cliche guitarist that, like, will let his amp feedback as the intro starting just to make it look kind of bigger.
Yes. Oh, man.
But that never works out when that guitarist with the feedback is turned up louder than you. Because then you're playing an intro and you're just like, would you turn off that damn static?
I totally feel you, dude.
It's like all the cool people do it,
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I know Jeremy isn't here to talk about it, but can you guys tell me a general idea of what kind of lyrics you guys write in the band?
Well, pretty much like problems in the world now, and let's see, trippy space stuff. A lot of mysterious, weird, kind of woke vibes.
It's almost like you guys should be signed by Sumerian.
Almost, yeah, somewhere around there, yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah,
no, it's a very similar style, yeah.
Yeah, no, somewhere around that, yeah.
But we've been doing a little genre pushing, I think. We're working on a lot of different ideas that we've got.
Genre mashing, almost, if you will.
Well, it's always good to, mesh different genres because, it kind of comes up with something new. I guess that's how metal has kind of continually evolved, if you will.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's it.
Gets into the proggy zone almost,
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And it's nice taking risks as a band, I feel like, I don't know, getting older and just doing this, I feel like it's easy to fit in, but it's insane, like, where we at as far as, like, where music is at, because I have all these interviews where I'm talking to guys and girls and anybody about how back in the day everything was so new. You know?
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
was.
yeah.
Everything was getting invented, and now it's like we have like this buffet of ingredients that we're throwing in. Everybody's like self-produced now.
You have to be creative and risky because everything's already been done, you know, so you have to try and push those boundaries.
Oh yeah, and you have like those proggy guitar players. You're just like, well, that's been done now. Like,
Yeah, right, yeah.
I liked Animals as leader at first, but then after like 2 songs, I turned it off.
Yeah, now there's a bunch of bands that sound like them and, you know, all that, you know.
Yeah. It's weird because a lot of those crazy prog bands don't have lead singers. And one thing I'm seeing now too is that a lot of metal bands that are touring, they don't have actual bass players anymore.
Yep, yeah.
You know, and you know what I've seen bands do now is that almost every band that I've seen now tour, they have hired bass players for tour. They don't have a bass player in their band. They only hire a new person every time they go on a tour.
I didn't realize
That's interesting, yeah. I mean, everybody can play bass, I guess, so
Well, here's the thing. Everybody can hit a note on bass, but the actual bass players out there that aren't just guitar players, you know, like
Exactly.
those bass players are freaking amazing.
like Les Claypool,
David
that guy.
504.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Slap
yeah,
it.
no,
Now.
there's a bunch for sure. No, I totally get where you're going at, though.
Yeah, and honestly, I almost feel like it's a golden era for bass players because you could really stand out. And honestly, when I see a bass player slapping a 6-string and they're doing some crazy stuff, it's way more impressive than seeing a sweep. Or a crazy scale, you know, or a crazy tapping scale. I'm like, dude, those bass strings are like 30 times thicker, dude. It is super hard. And not only that, but but to be a bass player, I feel like you have to have more strength and dexterity in your hands with the guitar.
You really do. I played bass for a couple of years. It's really hard on your hands for sure, no doubt.
So, Omar, I got to interject. We had a session the other night, and Josh picked up the bass guitar, finally. Guy never played bass in front of me before. And he just threw down. It was one of the greatest, like, improv sessions I'd ever had with any guitarist or bassist. This guy can absolutely
My soul instrument.
And he writes the bass lines, and he writes the freaking guitar, and he writes leads, and it's just, this guy can throw down on any instrument. He sat down on my drum set before, and I was just like, bro. Yeah, it was like high five, man. Like you're tearing it up all over the spectrum. So,
Hey, quick question. Is Josh blushing right now?
Yes. Crying on. I am blushing.
You can see that sexy beard.
You know what? You know what you just caused, Matt? You just caused him to go to the bathroom after his interview, look at himself in the mirror, and go like, "You sexy beast. You can play anything you want."
That's what it's about, man. We build each other up.
I did that twice before you called, actually. No,
that's the male community. You know? Building each other up now.
There's so much tearing each other down in this world. It's much needed to have that attitude, especially in, you know, as tight knit
no doubt.
We are here.
No doubt. Yeah, right? There's a bunch of stupid crap going on right now. No doubt, it's a great band.
I'm just a girl.
You guys out loud? Oh, sorry, man.
What was that? Were you about to tell us what the song's about?
No. I got girlfriend.
That's my girlfriend.
I texted you today.
Hi, girlfriend.
I texted you. You're my friend on Facebook now.
So you know, I feel like right now, musically, we're in an era where it's the most competitive period. You know,
yeah, it really is.
We
have
a lot of
competition.
you can literally go through DistroKid and they put you on like 50 platforms.
Yeah, dude. I've been through that one.
Everywhere.
But you know what? So what do you think? I'm going to ask you guys your take on this. What is
Okay,
what did you think is okay? Let's pretend the pandemic never happened. What's your take on live streams over live shows, and do you think the streams are hurting live shows?
Yeah, I don't know. If the pandemic didn't happen, totally, I think the live streams are a no-go. Like, honestly.
They would definitely take away from show venues.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're taking away from live shows for sure. Like, I'm not down, honestly. But I think it's cool for now, of course, when people can't go to shows and whatnot. Totally sick.
So,
no, yeah, definitely not.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. I go to live shows when I can because I love it. There's nothing like that. Just being at a live show, that connection with the audience, with the band.
There's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that.
Can't get that watching the screen.
Not everybody's like me. Some people really want to just sit down in their own home and watch the show that way. So there's a percentage, I think, and that's like more scientific than I choose to get with music. But there is the politics of it, and there is the science of it. I choose to just roll with it instead of paying attention to that.
No, absolutely. I think with how technology has gone, I think there's a lot of new bands that never get the chance that are getting discovered and getting put on tours. But I also think there's like a lot of bands getting missed because, a genre comes out or something's like hitting big. Even though it's like the breakdown, I feel like there's a lot of deathcore and black metal like fusion going on right now, especially especially in like the 20s age group. And it's like I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's almost saturation, but I think it does push people to be more creative and stand out as a personality.
Exactly.
Over the music. I think one of my favorite bands in the world right now, Steak Sauce Mustache. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, when I first moved to the scene, my favorite bands were Cathedral Hills, Source of All Sorrows, Steak Sauce Mustache, because you guys were just working your tails off.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, you have to really push yourself to stand out nowadays. And with so many people able to record each other, everybody makes merch now. Everybody makes design now. Everybody makes music videos now. It's
a lot of people do, yeah.
But you know what? A lot of the bands I see being really successful are the bands that are purposely trying to, not purposely, but they're trying to be interactive with other bands. Or not only bands, but with the people, replying to comments, in shows, like going up. It's like, I think that matters more than any other era.
It really does. It really does. Your character shows, for sure.
It's the connection.
Everybody's online and in social media all the time, so that's your new way of communicating with the fans.
Yeah.
I know, he hasn't been Wolfgang Van Halen, he's been going back commenting on people's, comments on his posts, and they've been telling him, hey, you need to honor your dad, and he's just been...
Yeah, I know, I follow him too. He's really nice to his fans and stuff,
These people that are telling him, you're not honoring your dad, it's like he tears them down, but in a way that you're just like, dude, wait, you are keeping it classy.
I've seen that too, man.
I think his dad is proud, but I think it's just great watching him. Someone actually commented, why are you taking the time out to respond to all these people? And he's just like, well, one, it's fun, and two, it just gets old after a while, so
Right, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, like you guys were saying, it's important commenting and interacting with the fans on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't even know how many.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like bands nowadays should be inspired and not maybe think of like it being competitive anymore, because I think competitive is super healthy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think the word competitive is out of context. What's your take on bands just trying super hard? And because I feel like a lot of times bands get torn down when they reach for their dreams the highest.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that for sure. I mean, yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
I don't think I've ever felt the torn down by my scene, because I've just jumped from scene to scene, and that's made me a stronger musician, I think, from learning the different types of music, and then I put it all into metal, and the progressive and like the explorative music that we've been trying to do and working on. You know,
I've never. Yeah, it seems like the scene now has definitely changed, so it is weird. Like,
it's constant.
It's nicer now, a little bit.
We are.
And I'm totally cool with that.
It's
weird to see, though, because I think at one point it was a little bit more like macho and like
separative.
Yeah, clicky. I guess in a way, a while ago.
Clickier before.
But now it seems
a decade ago when
it was like more friendly now and welcoming for sure, and I'm digging it.
I think the reason behind that is that we all just went through experiences worse than having a feud with each other. That like coming out, like even myself, I was just like, I was like, why even have a beef or a conflict? Like, we went through so much in our lives just to get back to this point that embrace it together, because those other things are so small compared to what we've been through now.
Exactly, yeah, no, especially, yeah.
And we all have this huge common bond. It's like, we're metal. We love metal.
Yeah, we all have that in common. Like,
it's the tie that binds, and it's just like so refreshing to just get out there and play the music and hear the music, and we're all just so refreshed now, I think.
I love it, dude. All right, dude. Well, we're already almost 30 minutes in this interview. I am kind of go back and forth between you and Josh, and I'm going to ask you a bunch of weird and awkward questions. You guys both ready?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Weird and awkward.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, okay. Josh will get the second one. I got this first one. We'll start with Matt. Who in your life do you think, or what bands, who do you think is overrated and who do you think is underrated?
Always overrated. Metallica. I just never liked Lars. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Underrated, I would definitely say Prong. I loved Prong for industrial metal.
Oh,
they were
Prong?
so great. Yeah.
Snap your fingers, break your neck?
Yeah. It was such a great song. It was on, it was just, I loved it. I loved it.
Separation of Sanity from Portland does a great cover of that song live.
Yes!
I love
that. I love it.
I saw them live once. They're
That's
really cool.
beautiful.
Separation of Sanity.
Oh. I love that you mentioned that. That's wonderful.
All right, Josh, who's overrated and underrated?
Overrated. Ooh, I don't know. I'd say Suicide Silence. They're good. They're good, all right, but I think they're overrated a little bit. And underrated, the German thrash band Creator. Yes.
Oh, dope.
I feel like they don't get enough credit.
No, that was good. That's
a good one. Yeah.
No, I dig it. All right, Josh, you got this next one?
Yeah, it's a two-parter. All right. Part one, who's your favorite pro wrestler? And two, if you were a pro wrestler, what would your finisher be?
Damn.
Okay, wait, I'm going to answer this one. Pro wrestler, The Undertaker was always so cool.
Yes.
Wait, does that count? Does that count as pro wrestling?
Oh, yeah, Undertaker? Yeah.
Okay.
He is pro wrestling as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, alright. Okay, Undertaker was always super metal and dark to me, and I dug that. Undertaker all the way. Wait, what was the other question, though?
And if you were a pro wrestler, what would your finishing move be?
Finishing move? Oh, man.
I almost want to answer this.
We'll get yours next.
Okay. I don't know, one of them did that weird X-crotch thing. I don't know what it was, but it was always cool to me when I was a kid.
I'm trying to think what it is, but we'll take it.
Wait. All right, Matt, pro wrestler.
Favorite one?
I've never even watched
You don't do dub? Okay, well, all right.
Except
We got to pass on that one.
It's
the guy, it's the snake guy, the sexy one.
My girlfriend likes Snake Eyes.
No, the
But I've
snake
never
guy.
watched it.
Jake the Snake?
All right.
What's his name?
Jake
Next
Roberts.
question, what do you got?
Joseph. I'm going to answer Joseph. I'm going to say.
The Snake guy, I heard that.
No. Yeah, he's the sexy one, you know?
The sexy snake guy.
Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
No. Not Cena, but the other one.
Jake the Snake.
Batista?
Batista?
No.
The snake?
No, man.
I don't know
It
what
doesn't matter.
The sexy one. The sexy one.
Oh, well, let's
Come
get
on,
Matt.
man.
Who's your favorite
He's
wrestler?
he's watching, so that was his name.
Oh, he doesn't watch
Yeah,
it?
he doesn't watch wrestling, I guess.
Oh.
I really like Bruce Lee.
Hey,
Is
dude,
that-
There you go.
He did very little wrestling.
All right, for this next question, if you had to choose your death, but it had to be by a villain, somebody in a horror flick, or a villain in an anime, who would you choose to kill you and how?
Ooh, Freddy Krueger for sure. He's just super funny when he kills you, you know. So, I don't know how I'd want him to kill me, though. Like, drown me, I guess, and then call me the B word, you know, and claws through the chest type deal.
I appreciate you knowing we're on FM and said the B word.
Yeah.
10 o'clock yet.
I'm trying my best here, man.
You guys are awesome. How about you, Matt? Any killer, you can choose your death, but it had to be by a serial killer, a villain, or anime villain, anybody who's just bad.
Alright, so anime villain, Attack on Titan, it'd be Eren,
Yep.
and he just shot my head off real quick. And then throw me into a volcano.
Oh, I dig it. I dig that.
And I'd be happy with that.
All right, hey, Josh. I'm gonna ask our co-host Captain Manhattan here, actually, not the Lehman. I already got the Lehman. Josh, how would you, if you could choose your death by a villain, and you could choose how you got killed? I don't think I've ever asked you this. I'm asking you on air. How would it be?
Jason Voorhees and some sort of quick decapitation because that's the way he does things, and it wouldn't hurt. I'd be scared. I'd be scared pissless, and then it'd be over.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's a good one.
Nope,
too.
nope, I'm done.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Josh Lehman. If you could play for any band in any era for one set, who is that band?
Ooh, dude, Gojira.
Who?
Gojira.
Oh, Gojira, yeah.
Yes, any era, whenever.
All right, Matt.
I love them.
Matt, if you could play for any band in any era for one set, who is it?
One set, any era.
Dead or
That's a
alive?
hard one. One of my favorite songs in the freaking world to play is not a heavy metal song, but it was Fool in the Rain. And that was, who was it?
I have no idea.
All right. I like it. Let's see. I've gone through all the juicy questions. I think I've asked you my other juicy question, but I'll throw it out there anyways. But in a zombie apocalypse, if you could have any weapon that kills a zombie horde, what is that one weapon? And you can't say nuke or like the Cure.
Okay, right, obviously.
Drumstick.
Oof. I think an arrow would be really, a spear would be really sick. Real personal, you know.
You'd have to have a whole lot of strength and dexterity to be able to stab that many zombies. You sure you want a spear?
I mean, it'd probably be a bad choice, but I'd probably be the first guy dead, I guess. All right, can I get like a mini 50 up in here? Like, I probably wouldn't be able to carry it very far, but.
Hey, if we had Garrett next to us.
Oh, yeah, we got somebody in the army. Yeah, okay, mini 50.
Yeah, 50 cal. Yeah.
All right. Let's see, the last question. If this will be an easy one, I'll just ask Josh on this one, and you just answer it for the band. And on a deserted island, who is the first band member you eat?
Who do we eat?
There's no food, there's no fishing, the water's toxic, there's maybe some acorns. Who goes down first?
Those aren't acorns, Omar.
Those aren't acorns.
I'd say Garrett because he's got all that muscle and, you know, that'd probably be dank meat, but, like, he'd probably kick our butts. So, oh, man. They'd probably eat me, man. Like, honestly, yeah.
No.
I'm game, you don't want me, but, I think that'd be their choice, honestly.
All right, and last but not least, this is the top of the hour. You're listening to the Metal Mixtape. We have Matt and Josh from the Mandala Effect, badass heavy metal. What is your guys' goal for the rest of 2021 and 2022?
Get solid progress on our album, release it, hopefully start a tour up.
Yeah.
Where do you guys
West Coast.
Full West Coast tour is what we're aiming at.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Start in the Northwest and work our way all the way down the coast. And then Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada, for sure.
Moving out towards the east. And just continue and repeat and continue and repeat and release another album.
All the listeners out there, where can they find out about you guys?
You can listen to our single on literally every music streaming platform out there, Vortex. We are on Facebook.
Apple Music.
We are on Instagram at _Mandala_effect_. Yeah, literally every music streaming platform, so.
I love it.
Come get it.
Before we end the interview, is there anybody you'd like to thank or give shout-outs that you love and all that mushy stuff?
Shout out to the other guys who couldn't be here, the rest of our band. We love y'all. Thanks to everybody who got us to where we are now, including you, Omar. Thank you, bro.
We love you.
I'm just a noodle in your guys' spaghetti, dude.
We're all spaghetti. We're all spaghetti.
We're all just spaghetti. All right. Last but not least, I want Josh to start this. You guys got to chemistry this on air. I want you to say, this is Josh and this is Matt, and from the Mandela Effect, and then both of you go and you're listening to the Metal Mixtape.
All right. This is Josh.
And this is Matt.
And we're the Mandala Effect.
And you're listening
to the Metal Mixtape.
Thank you, Omar.
Much love, guys. This interview should be up by Saturday. Stay tuned on our YouTube channel. Much love, fellas.
Awesome. Thank you, Omar. Love you, man.
What's good?
Rock on.
Peace.